Hey, 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 I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Gonna feel good. Gonna feel good. Gonna feel. Holy moly, guacamole in my pockets. What a blessing. Got it on me, I got options, real stepper. Check the shoes, get it poppin'. Eating good, feeling good, where my hopping done at. Put it on a plate with some lemonade. That's the way we did it in the old days. Back then, mama said, get up, walk on play. But you better not come home like this. Street life, we was young racing. Street life, carefree was the best time. Fast forward days, dreaming about the next time. When it's gonna happen again, cause I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride.
Don't it feel good? Hey, hey, yeah. Where you at, baby?
Don't it feel good?
Smack it or like it.
Don't it feel good?
Hitty the
How you
subby.
feel?
Turn it up a notch.
Pop up clean room.
Yeah.
Every day celebration.
Hey,
Take a trip
hey,
vacation.
hey.
You deserve a day. You deserve a day off. Working for too long, gotta keep
at it.
Turn my cell phone off, wait till I
Till
get
I-
back. Ooh, yeah, I did that. Living my life with no regrets. So I titled, link up, pull up on me. Where we at? We just chillin'. Where we at the spot. What time? Anytime. Link up, pull up on me. Where we at? We the coolin'. The chill spot. What
Hey,
time?
hey,
Party
hey,
time.
hey, I just wanna have.
Come and pick me up. Meet
me at the spot.
Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool. Get ready for the ride.
Don't it feel good? Drop a voicemail, folks.
Don't it feel good? Don't it feel?
Oh man, everybody, how are you doing? And welcome to All Rise on a Friday. This is our very first Friday show. And guys, I am very excited about it. First and foremost, I just gotta say, thank each and every one of you for enjoying the show as much as you guys have, because that is the reason why I have extended this to Friday, to the point of where I'm trying to figure things out that we extend the show to be a daily morning show starting next year. But for now, the rest of the season, you guys can know Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is All Rise. And yes, I got this on today, so I'm kind of looking a little ghosty. Kind of just duck out of here and nobody can see me. Ha! Sorry to scare you on this morning, but that's what I do. That's what I do.
Thank you for being a friend.
We got a super chat from DJ Steels. Hey, all rise on a Friday. Let's go. I guess Bray Wyatt ain't rising too soon. Oh man, that's too early. Always hope everyone have a great day. Thank you so much, DJ Steels. And by the way, too, even though you brought that up, I got to go ahead and say, rest in peace to Bray Wyatt. You talk about something that came out of nowhere. That absolutely sucks. That man was 36 years old. I think he had a very, very bright future ahead of him. Very, very sad. Of course, you know, Terry Funk, the legend of wrestling, passes away. And then you have Bray Wyatt at 36 years old. Believe it was a heart attack. Think he had some complications before that. But very, very sad, as the expectation was he was going to be back. But whether you're a wrestling fan or not, and you even know what I'm talking about or not, it is still very, very sad that that young man passed away at his age, 36 years old, had his whole life ahead of him. And that's one of the reasons, folks, you can never take things for granted. You can never take anything for granted in life and go from there. But we do got a show to do today. I'm very, very excited about it. Again, this is the very, very first All Rise on a Friday, guys. And yeah, unfortunately, you guys already know the deal. I got to start the show this way. I hate doing it, but it is the way that we start All Rise. And you could cover your eyes right now if you want. I'll give you guys a countdown. On three, I just spit all over my mic. That's disgusting. 3, 2, 1. Oh, God almighty. Oh, my God, it is so hard to see. Why do we do these things to ourselves? The New York Yankees, folks, who just dropped a series. Mind you, they were at home. They dropped a series to the Washington Nationals of all clubs, folks. The New York Yankees. The Washington Nationals. Yankees are now 61 and 66, 5 games under 500, negative 21 run differential. Very cute. Very, very, very cute. We got a super chat from Beat You.
Thank you for being a friend.
I work in Cotton Choom. Okay. He works in Cotton Choom, folks, whatever that means. Good to know on this beautiful Friday morning. He works in Cotton Choom. The Yankees again are 1-9 over their last 10, of course, coming off of a 9-game losing streak. They are 10 games out of a wild card spot and 18 games out of the division. Let's just have a little fun and pull up the wild card, shall we? Let's have a little giggle together, shall we? Let's see where they are. Look, you can kind of see the names right there at the bottom. Where are we at? Right over there. Just a little bit at the bottom there. You can see them. As the Yankees are the third team in the wild card as of right now. 10 games out of the spot. The Boston Red Sox, 3.5. They're still in it. Toronto's still in it. And here are the New York Yankees just out and about. Out of it. Out of it. I don't think anybody would have guessed. I don't think anybody would have truly knew that the Yankees at this point, I think if we looked at the beginning of the year, right? And you sat back and said, all right, look, even if some people didn't think this was a great team, I don't think there was really anybody sitting there going, bro, come the last week of August, the New York Yankees are going to be in last place, 10 games out the wild card, 18 games out the division. I don't think there was anybody saying that. DJ Steele says, what's the plus minus on Yanks losing 16 more games? Well, I mean, how many more games do they have left? Let me see. I think I had it pulled up here. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more games this month. Losing 16 more games? They're going to lose 16 more games, I think. I mean, I don't see how they don't. They got 7 alone this month. That's probably 5 losses right there, maybe. And then all of next month? Yeah, they'll lose 10 games next month. I think that's very, very possible. I think that's very, very possible. More than likely. More than likely. But we do got some stuff to get into as always, guys. Voicemail line. Where's fingers right? There it is. Voicemail line right there. Drop a voicemail. It's all there for you guys. Let your frustrations out. Matter of fact, before we even get into our first topic of the day, there's a couple of things I want to talk about when it comes to the young Yankee players. So just to give you guys a run around here, the young Yankee players, I want to talk about Aaron Boone. And then I do want to touch on Aaron Judge's season and how that affects the Yankees going in the next year. And 2 players, they got to be players on, quote unquote. 2 players, they have to be players on. And I'm going to look at those guys for you and talk about them a little bit. The Yankees actually just did some heavy scouting on one of those guys. We'll talk about that. But let's get into the first voicemail of the day. Smacky the likey, hitty the subby.
Hey, Robert in Virginia. Yankee fan since 1954.
Okay.
Listen to the Yankees on the radio with my dad. I was 7 years old. Listen,
Nice.
Stop putting fingers in the dike. The problem is systemic. The Yankees are about winning championships. Ain't happened for over a decade.
Yep.
Bring in the new guys. Bring in Derek Jeter. General manager, Derek Jeter. Down in baseball, the coach. They'll know what to do. They're old school. Old school works. They win championships.
Yeah.
Steinbrenner needs to step up. He's a chip off the old block. The old man wasn't scared to make big moves. We need the big move right now. The big move. Derek Jeter, general manager. Donnie Baseball, the coach. They know what guys to bring in. They know how to fix the system. It's been broke for over a dozen years. That's it right there. Get to it. Stop talking about all this season. That's fingers in the dike. Have a good day.
Yeah, man, I'm right there with you. Look, one thing about George Steinbrenner, he didn't care about making headlines. You know, he knew that headlines, no matter what, it was good or bad, it was still good for the Yankees, and it drew attention. So that's the way that he lived his life and went about his business. And unfortunately, you know, in society today, a lot of people like George are dying breeds. You know what I mean? I think there's still a lot of us out there. And I say a lot of us out there because I tend to feel like, you know, I wanna feel like myself. I kind of come off of that mold. The way I run my company is, at the end of the day, you know, I expect everybody to show up. I expect everybody to do well. And if you can't, well then, hey, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, there's not a spot here for you. I also expect loyalty. I think that's a big thing in life, is that you have loyal people with you going about business. You know, Joey Diaz said it great. Give me 3 real motherfuckers that would take over the world. It's facts. If you got that drive and you got people with you that have that same passion and drive, there's nothing that can stop you. And the reason why I'm saying this regarding this conversation here, Scott Eaton, thank you, brother, is that it's the same damn thing. There is no difference here. If Hal Steinbrenner sat there and said, you know what, at the end of the day, I'm going to go ahead and I have this guy with me and that guy with me, and I know that all of our goals align together, whether I am like my dad or not, and I'm a fan of the club. I don't care about being a fan of the club. If Hal Steinbrenner sat there and just said, I need to get somebody who I know cares about this organization. Derek Jeter's, I'm not saying Derek Jeter. I'm not even agreeing with the caller here. I'm just saying that Derek Jeter is a guy that I could see the Yankees going after and saying, I know he cares about the organization. He's gonna want to win. No doubt about it. That's what the Yankees need. Donnie Baseball, is there somebody out there who probably wants to win a ring more than this guy? I don't think there's anybody out there that wants to win a chip more than Don Mattingly. So yeah, that could make sense. That could be a smart idea to say, hey, I'm not the biggest Yankee fan, or I don't care about this business as much as these guys do, but the people that are now running the club, I know how much they care about this organization. I know how much they care about this organization. That's the thing for me that works. That's what they need. And I don't know if he's the guy that is going to make that big move. It seems like Cashman is his man, and that's it. And he's going to chill, relax, and let Cashman do his thing. But, you know, I think it's the wrong thing to do. And we'll get to one more voicemail. I'm going to jump into the first couple of topics of the day.
Hey, Pete, AJ, buddy. As usual, you're doing a great job, man. You're telling it the way it is. Pete, 38 games left in this nightmare season. Pete, I think this team has given up. I really think they have thrown the white flag. They are not listening to Boone. I think they have given up. I really, really do. It's going to be interesting on September 22nd when they have that Fire Brian Cashman Day at Yankee Stadium. It is going to be ugly, Pete. Ugly. Something has got to be gone. And I think Boone's going to be the sacrificial lamb, Pete. But Cashman's head's got to be on a platter. This team is so dead in the water, Pete. 9 straight losses. They lose number 10. That's the longest season. We'll lose a season, 1982. Yep. We, as Yankee fans, Pete, are angry. We want justice. We want people accountable, Pete. So listen, Pete, I'll let you go, man. But this is notorious, this team, man. This is ridiculous. I don't think we can watch this anymore. But thank you, buddy.
I appreciate you, my guy. Yeah, I'll be there on the 22nd. My plan is to be there on the 22nd. And hey, look, if security wants to move all of us, they're gonna have to move all of us because look, man, I was with Hector, I was with Joe. We went to the game. You know, we sat there screaming, you know, fire Cashman, fire Boone. It's something that, guys, I go back years. You know, this is apparently something that people put together. This is something I've been screaming for fans to do. If you guys remember during NYY News TV days starting last year, you know, the year before that when it was Simonetti Source, the channel, it wasn't even a company yet. This is something I've been screaming about for a long time. You know, people always go, don't show up. You don't have your diehards showing up every single day. A rare few. But your diehards that are living in the Bronx aren't showing up to Yankee Stadium every single day. Those are tourists. Those are, you know, people that, look, at the end of the day, guys, families come to New York. Yankee Stadium's a tourist attraction if they're going to be playing at home. It's a tourist attraction. They're going to make their money. If you go down to the legend seats, folks, you walk on down there to those legend seats, right? You look under. They got the name of the company that owns those seats on it. They're all paid for the season. They're the most expensive seat in the house. They're paid for the year. So I get it. I get the sentiment that, hey, man, this is that's the way to do it. This is the way to do it. That's the way to do it. The Yankees are going to make money. If you're waiting for the Yankees to lose money, if they're bad over multiple years, they'll eventually lose it. But the Yankees are going to make money. They're a money-making machine. It's that simple. But voice your concern. And that's why I like what is going on the 22nd. And I plan on being there on the 22nd to voice my displeasure with this club.
Thank you for being a friend.
Devon Cerna says, you know it's bad when Pete's throwing shit. Did I throw something? I don't know what shit I'm throwing, but okay. Not sure. I get it. But anyway, let's continue on.
Hey, Pete. How are you, sir? Good morning to you. This is D-Rod calling.
D-Rod, what's good, fam?
How are you? How's Gio doing? Hope he's doing all right.
Hey, don't.
Something I was thinking about. You know, Judge just hit 3 home runs, and, you know, it's great, and we kind of feel this temporary high for all of, 35 seconds. But I was thinking, what's more likely to occur at the end of the year? The Yankees finish under 500, or the Yankees finish under my umbrella, right? Cue the drop. There you go. All right, that's it. I just wanted to say that because what else can you say? We got to find some kind of silver lining somewhere. But I will talk to you later. Take care. Have a good day.
Under my umbrella, hey.
Oh man, guys, smack the likey. Hit the subby if you have not. Devon Cern, I know what you're talking about. Yes, I did throw my poor little water bottle here yesterday. Poor little guy. Sorry, water bottle. I got a little frustrated, okay? It happens. How you doing with the frustration, okay? But yes, under Booney's umbrella, folks, that is how the Yankees are losing. And yeah, they're likely going to be under 500. No doubt about it. I don't know how they don't end up under 500. They're very much going to likely finish right there. But guys, let's go ahead and get into the first conversation of the day, and that is that Everson Pereira, this is something to be happy about, picked up his first major league hit, and it was a double down the left field line. He actually smoked that ball. Good for him. Good for his family. Get that first one out the way. Now maybe you relax a little bit. That's all you need. He has had a fantastic season. Every level of his major league career, if you guys have not known, he's performed very well. He's performed very, very good. So it's always awesome to see something like this because, it's a dream come true for a player. A lot of that hard work finally plays off, and it's a good story. Whether the Yankees suck ass or not, it's still a good story in my opinion. And you got to be very, very, very happy for him. Another thing regarding the young kids is this I'm gonna have to spend a little bit of time on. All right, because I got some more confirmation on this. So yesterday during the broadcast, I'm calling the game, and a lot of people are going to me saying, Pete, did you hear what Michael K just said? I'm obviously not listening because I'm calling the game. I got the player wrong, but anyway, Kay said that the Yankees had Oswald Peraza, not Everson Pereira. I wrote that wrong. I did fix it later. Stop his leg kick that he has used all his career. This team cannot be this fucking stupid. Unfortunately for this team, they are this fucking stupid. So I said, hold on a second. I gotta continue to see what they're talking about here. I don't even know what type of fucking fruit that is. Everson's wife got what kind of fruit is that? I can't even see. He says, sheesh. Okay. Oh, the melons. Are those melons? Okay, maybe melons, I'm assuming. A little melons there going on. Okay. Who doesn't like a good little set of melons? Gotta like the good set of melons, okay? Anyway. What are we talking about? Now you got me thinking about melons over here. Oh, yeah. Peraza's leg kick. So the leg kick for Oswald Peraza, guys, you got to talk about this for a second. This guy has used the leg kick his entire career. He has found a shit ton of success with his leg kick his entire career. He gets to the majors now, and the Yankees go, get rid of that leg kick. You shouldn't be using that. Let's not have you use that leg kick at all. Don't use that leg kick. No reason to have it. No reason to have that leg kick that you've used your entire career. And now, anybody here who has played baseball at all, any type of level of baseball, you know that a toe tap, a leg kick, whatever it is that you use, is a timing mechanism. That's what it's used for. It is used for timing. So imagine you're doing this your entire career. You're finding success. Hell, you've got to the major leagues by using this leg kick. You batted 300 your first attempt in the major leagues. You come up there now and the Yankees go, we don't want to see that leg kick. And you're sitting there going, all right, so what do I do? Do a little toe tap and that's it. Get your hands out there a little more. So you're making adjustments off of something that got me to this level. And now, when I get to the toughest level that there is on the planet, you tell me to take away my timing mechanism and expect me to hit? I'm going to play something for you guys real quick. Unfortunately, we got to listen to the whole thing. Tell me if you would listen to this jerk off anytime he talks. I'm sorry, guys, but I got to do it. This is regarding the base running errors at third base that the Yankees do every other day. When there's a runner on second base and they get thrown at third base when the ball is hit in front of them. Tell me that you would listen to these jerk-offs to the point the best hitter on the team, Aaron Judge, says he doesn't listen to these guys. Okay? Just so everybody's aware. Let me go ahead and play this for you.
Just going back to that.
Let me rewind this back because I also just want to say disclaimer. This guy is apparently a baseball guy, bro. He is the manager of the New York Yankees, the greatest sports organization on planet Earth. Listen to this answer. I beggeth of you, listen to this answer and tell me, Pete, you have been right for so many years about this idiot. Listen to this.
Just going back to the second inning with the 2 outs on the bases. In your team's defense, there's a lot of teams that are having runners advance to third on balls hit the outside. Why is it happening so much?
Yeah, I mean, it's, I think because it comes from a place of working hard at second to try and get that good jump off the bat, right? You want to be able to get that good read, get that good jump. But obviously, there's a little nuance to it, and you got to make sure you see the ball through. I will say this: I think I said it before. Like, it is happening a lot in our game. It happened a lot when I played too, because when I played, I'd see it all the time, and I go, and it was the same thing. Like, man, it's happening all the time.
I'm gonna pause him right there, and I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even put him on the screen. I made you guys listen to him. Let me switch over. I'm going to pause it right there real quick. Let me tell you why I'm going to pause it right there real quick. He's seen it all the time as a player when he played. I've been watching baseball since Aaron Boone played. I don't remember seeing it as much as I see it now. Not even close. I never remember a Yankee team getting thrown at third base as much as this team has. And on top of that, he said it happened when he was a player, so he recognizes that. So as a coach, what are you doing to fix it? Have you done anything to fix it, you jerk off?
And it's just one of those plays where I think guys are working so hard to get a good jump that they get themselves in trouble in no man's land, and it's a bad play. And we got, I talked to Higgy about it, and it's happened to Higgy twice now.
It's happened to everybody twice.
It's one of those things that you got to strike that balance between knowing, yeah, of course you want to get a good jump, but you got to take a beat to know exactly where the ball is. I am comfortable thinking his thought process on where the guys were, but in his haste, he just go, and it's obviously something we got to do better.
What? Guys, again, I expect that not everybody in here has played any level of baseball, but I'd hope you will listen to me when I tell you. When you're in Little League and you're at second base, the number one rule is if the ball is hit in front of you, you do not run. This is not some miracle. This is not some new age a method of baseball that has just been invented. If you're at second base, your eyes are looking forward. You're there. You're looking at the ball. You take your lead. Bing, bing, bing. Ball is hit here. The ball is hit. Okay? Fuck, I'm going. This is not new. You take your step back to the bag. Matter of fact, Harrison Bader, to give him credit, did it really good the other day. He sat there. He took a step back. He tried to draw the throw from the third baseman. Come try to get me at second. Took a step back. When he noticed he was going to make the throw, he took off the third base and was able to get there. Now, that has happened in baseball many times. But the fact of the matter is that he's saying guys are trying to get a good lead. No, Aaron. Guys are taking off on impact. That is different. Guys are not taking a big lead and then they're caught in no man's land. That's not true. Your batters, which is something that you are in control of, are breaking on contact. That's not the way it goes. That's not baseball, bro. That is idiot. That is what it is. Not knowing baseball. That is maybe the fucking nerds taking over the team. I don't know what it is, but it's something like that because it's not baseball. Nobody takes off on impact with less than 2 outs at second base. That is as clear gets. Ruben, what's good, fam? Kicking with Roy, what's good? How you guys doing? Francis, what's good, brother? Dane, Huber, Macho King. I know I didn't do a full rundown today of all the everybody in the chat, guys. It's our first Friday show. We got a lot of voicemails I want to get to. But again, guys, that is not baseball 101. Anybody knows that. Anybody who's played the game knows that already. It's not the way it goes. And for him to sit up there and try to turn it into this has happened forever. No, it hasn't, Aaron. Stop the bullshit. It's very easy to go out there and just go, this is something we're working on. We got to get it fixed. This is baseball fundamentals 101. All these guys should know better, but us as coaches have to do better to fix it. That's it. That is all you got to say. That is it. You do that, and you're done. That is it. Question answered. Nobody got a problem with it. This guy is not fit, folks. He is not fit to manage the major leagues.
Hey, yo, Pete. How you doing?
How you doing?
Come andiamo. This is Mike from Louisiana.
Yo.
Pete, why this is a question that I have for you.
Okay.
Why, in every talk show that I'm listening to, they say that the Yankees, they don't need, or they don't have problem with the pitching?
Because they're pussies.
My man, the only pitcher that we have is Cole. We don't have nobody else. So why they can keep on saying that? No, it's the offense, the offense, the offense, the offense. What about pitching? We don't have pitchers right there. I mean, please, can you talk about that in your show? That we actually need that. Like, probably in the off season, we need to go out there and get a couple, like 2 good pitchers that never get injured or nothing like that. We're going to need that. I mean, who else do we have? You know, this team is based only in Josh and Cole.
Yep.
Besides that, we don't have nobody else.
Correct.
You know, so we really need to do a lot of things about when it comes to pitching. So, my man, you have a blessed day. Keep on doing what you're doing. You know, we all love you, okay? So, arrivederci. Bye.
Ciao, my friend. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you again. But no, you are right. You know, the Yankees do have a pitching problem also. And, you know, the expectation is Carlos Rodon. People feel like, you know, he just had a good start. Cool. You know, cool. He did. He got saved by his defense, no doubt about it. But that is Major League Baseball. You should get saved by your defense sometimes. That happens. Excuse me, guys. But he has not been who the Yankees have wanted him to be this year. Not even close. Garrett Cole, to his credit, he is falling right in line with Mike Mussina, CC Sabathia, and Garrett Cole. You can sit there and say, and hell, I have done this before, and I'm wrong for doing it before. I have many times sat there and said, but he's still never been the guy that we saw that last year in Houston, which we know the spider tag stuff, it makes everybody better. No doubt about it. But, here's the thing. Garrett Cole has took the ball. He's never made excuses. Besides, he did make some excuses early last year. So I got to take that back. Billy Crystal took too long and all that shit. You know, I was ready to pitch and I couldn't. He's made his excuses. He does take the ball every 5th day. So that should be the way I should put that. He takes the ball every single day. And that is it. He does that. The Yankees got to figure out a way to add to where he is, to add to Garrett Cole, along with Rodon, who's going to be in that rotation, whether you like it or not, and whoever the hell else there is. But I'm going to talk a little more about that coming up. We'll keep getting to it. Let's get to the next voicemail. Then we're going to move on to, I think, one of the fun parts of this show is how do the Yankees improve for next year? I figure on my first Friday show, we're going to put that stuff out there. Let's talk about that. But let's go ahead and get to a couple of voicemails. We got a shit ton of them on here. I got a feeling when I talk about the meat of this conversation, you guys are going to also want to leave a lot of voicemails. So let's try to get a few of these wrapped up and we'll go from there. Next one, baby.
Hey, this is Joey from the Boogie Down.
Joey.
How you doing?
Correct.
How you doing? How you doing?
I don't.
How you doing?
I don't. I don't. I don't.
As for me,
I don't.
you know, I know we're at the last spot in the rankings and we're a million games out of the wild card and all that stuff, but there's something, some feeling bubbling up inside of me that I just can't ignore. I mean, it's not that I don't believe in premonitions and visions and all that crap. I'm a hard-nosed realist.
Okay.
But some way, somehow, I got this feeling
Got a feeling.
that something magical is about to happen.
Something magical.
That something wondrous, something unbelievable is about to happen.
Something unbelievable.
I don't know if it's just me or whatever, but I don't know. I think we're going to go on this massive, miraculous run. Anyway, that's just me. Keep doing what you're doing. Love the show.
I love you too, Joey, but I got a feeling that bubbling in your stomach, what that run really is Meatloaf from 1988 about to come out like you can't imagine. That's what I think that run is. I don't think that bubbling in your stomach is the Yankees going on a magical run. I think it's you sliding into your bathroom, locking that door, and burning that bitch down like you've never seen in your lifetime. That's what that bubbling in the stomach is. I had it last week. I know exactly what that is. And that is it, my guy. You go enjoy yourself in that bathroom. It's going to be ugly.
Hey, what's going on, Pete? Wow. Just got the end of the game. Sorry I couldn't hang out with y'all today. I was working, so much love to you guys, and God bless everybody. Bye-bye.
I appreciate you, Eric. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you, brother.
El Diablo.
Let's continue on. We got another one here.
What's up, Pete? Tyler.
Yo.
Here.
I got
I don't even know what else to say about this team at this point. I mean, we lose another series to the Nationals. I mean, I predicted before the series even started that we were going to get swept. And thankfully that didn't even happen. But it's nice that they finally brought Pereira and Peraza up, which is long overdue, and they should have done it months ago.
Agreed.
Which I don't understand. But, like, you know, I'm excited for them coming up here, like, despite all of the other bad players on the team besides Aaron Judge. But, like, I just want to see how these young kids do for the rest of the season. Like, Pereira has a legit shot at being our starting left fielder next season.
Yep.
So it's important that we leave him up here for the rest of the season and don't send him back down for someone else. But my question to you is, I know there's been a lot of talks about what our outfield could look like next year. Obviously, Judge, he's mainly in right field. But do you maybe see a possibility at some point next season of Pereira and Dominguez being in the outfield? Because I do think Dominguez will get called up to the Yankees at some point next season, since he's ending this season in AAA. So I feel like that might happen at some point. But is that something you would be interested in seeing? But I would definitely love to see it as well, because that obviously gives us another left-handed bat in the outfield as well.
Mm-hmm.
But if that doesn't happen, I still want to go out and get Cody Bellinger if that's possible. So let me know your thoughts on that. And thanks, Pete. Have a great show.
Tyler, I appreciate that, man. And yeah, look, I kind of feel like the Yankees are setting up Jason Dominguez in the same way they did with Anthony Volpe. It's very similar. Jason Dominguez, just like Volpe, went on a tear in the second half, just tore the cover off the ball, both batting well over 300. They both get called up late to AAA. Finish AAA, they get a chance to win a job in spring, and they just ride those guys out. If you guys remember earlier this offseason, what did I tell you guys? Remember what I said, because you guys have every right to be like, Pete, no, you didn't say it. Remember what I said. The Yankees either have to pick and choose who they want to be on this team going forward, direction, and let them play. Get rid of the other guys, trade whoever else, but you gotta let these guys play. No doubt about it. So if the Yankees go into next year and they go, hey, Jason Dominguez is going to get a chance to win an outfield job and he's going to play all year, you got to let him do it, just like you did with Volpe. And I understand maybe the Yankees going, we don't want to do it with that many guys. We don't want to do it with Peraza, Volpe, Pereira, this guy. But guess what, folks? As I said in yesterday's game season, they have to start playing these kids and not 54 at-bats over 3 years. You got to put them in the lineup every day and see what happens. That is it. And guys, we are closing in on 100 likes. We're not even there yet. We should be way over 200 right now, or right around there. Do me a favor, take a second, hit that little thumbs up, give it a little smacky for me. Would ya, would ya, would ya? I think I could do that like this and just dance to that song for a good hour or so. I might do it on a live stream. Maybe on the 31st when I got my 8-hour stream, I might do it then. But let's get into one more voicemail, and then I want to talk about a big part of today's show. Stick with me, folks. Keep throwing your voicemails in. I'll get to as many as I can. But we're going to talk about how the Yankees can improve next year and 2 players they must get. You could probably guess them. But anyway, let's move on.
Hey, Pete, Macho King on the track. Hot diggity dog. It's All Rise Friday. Oh, yeah. I want to say what's up to the underground, yeah. The Yanks lost the series to the Nets, which is to be expected at this point, but at least they won a game and broke the loser streak. Thanks to Judge's 3 home runs, yeah. But Tommy Kahnle looks done, and Bader ain't far behind. But let's talk about the leprechaun in the room, Cashman, or as I like to call her, Trash Can. He's disgusted with the season and wants to see what's wrong. Well, here's $300 million, yeah. Go get yourself a mirror, bub. Then repeat after the Macho King. You're a jabroni, you suck. You're the problem and you're fired, yeah.
Yeah.
The Miners hasn't produced much in the past 15 years. That's because you've been running a trash can style like a bum. George knew you was a punk. That's why he used to override your decisions, yeah, pal. But Hal's just riding you, yeah. Jump, you suck. Your deals suck, and you can only waste daddy's money at this point. You're done. And screw Baboon to boot because he's a Taylor Swift bubblegum chewing scared of umpires jabroni. Oh, yeah. Peace.
Love it. Absolute golden. Always golden, man. It is always golden here in the Macho King, man. I tell you right now. It is absolutely always golden, no doubt about it. So, guys, again, we got a lot of voicemails. Let me just double check something with the fiance real quick. Okay, let me just double check something with her real quick. All right. Let's go ahead. And yes, as she just said, please, guys, try to keep the voicemails under 2 minutes. And yes, indeed, I do have mine.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Nothing like a little black coffee in the morning, folks. That's the way to get it done. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get into the big moment of today's show. Talking about the Yankees 2024, guys, because we got to, right? There's no hope for this year. The Yankees are done. They're toast. They're dead. I said it after the deadline. I had my guy, if you guys remember when I did the 24-hour stream, I had Mario on. And I told Mario, I said, Mario, I'm sorry to tell you, brother, they're done. They're done. And I went over it, Mario. I had to walk him through it. I said, let's look at every team, and I'm going to tell you why they're done. And at the end of it, Mario was like, you might be right. And the Yankees are done. I didn't think it would get this bad, but it's bad. They're done. They're toast. They're out. They're out. And let's go ahead and look at this right here, guys. Aaron Judge. I mean, this is the way you got to keep it. You know what I mean? This is the way it is right here, folks. Aaron Judge. Look at these numbers, guys. I mean, this is what provides a little bit of hope. And I know there's going to be people right there that is sitting there saying, Pete, but they've had him and they've still lost. Correct. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But what other teams can say, and the Yankees can say, is that they have arguably the best hitter in Major League Baseball. And I do believe when Aaron Judge is on the field, he's the best player in baseball. I don't want to hear about the whole Ohtani shit. Cool, cute, beautiful, wonderful, whatever it is. Aaron Judge is the best player in baseball when he's on the field. There's nobody more dynamic than Aaron Judge. That simple. Whether I agree with some of the stuff he does off the field, with playing the New York in Fenway, with the Michael Jordan picture, which was an absolute disgrace in my opinion, he's the best player in baseball when he's on the field. It's that simple. So you look at this for the New York Yankees and you go, okay, well, what does that mean? Well, we know going into next year, we got the best player in baseball in Aaron Judge, and we also got one of the best pitchers in baseball in Garrett Cole, who is a legitimate top-of-the-rotation pitcher. Not other teams have that. The Yankees indeed have a foundation. The problem is they have not put the right puzzle together to build upon their foundation. Right now, they just got a base. That is all they have is a little base. Forget the window of the new guys coming up. Forget that right now. They have a base. What do you need in your offense What do you need in your rotation? Well, I could tell you pretty quickly, guys. This is not a mystery. Yankees need a left-handed bat, a big left-handed bat, not a Jake Bowers, not a Billy McKinney, not a Greg Allen. They need a real left-handed hitter. Hell, you saw a guy like C.J. Abrams. You saw Dominic Smith. Guys that aren't even elite at this level yet hit bombs to right field at Yankee Stadium being lefties, and it's one of the most beautiful things you'll ever see. We see Rafi Devers come in, pop balls out to right field. We see many players and teams come in and their lefty batters take advantage of right field. So you look around and you go, well, Pete, I already know who the obvious guy is that you're talking about. There he is, Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger is going to be a free agent. The Yankees couldn't trade for him. They didn't trade him. He's leading the Cubs right now to potentially getting into the postseason in a season where they didn't expect to do it. Mind you, they also got other guys they signed, like Seiya Suzuki, who's doing good for them, and a few others. But you scroll on down and you look at this guy's numbers for the year, folks. 320 batting average, 368 on base percentage, 916 OPS, 20 bombs. 20 bombs. There's something even better about Bellinger. His last 30 games hitting 325. He's been fantastic. You also want to look at something that's even better for him. He struck out 62 times in 363 ABs. Yeah, he missed some time. I get it. But guys, you look at this Yankee team, and me and Dane has spoke about this, and we've agreed on a lot of this stuff. If you look at Cody Bellinger, he fits everything the Yankees need. Lefty bat, power, great defense. Harrison Bader, he could go. There's no point in paying Harrison Bader. I'm sorry. So whether you sit there right now and you go, Pete, but what about Dominguez and Everson Pereira? What about those guys? And I could sit there and go, hey, look, here's the deal. Bellinger could play center field next year. Once Anthony Rizzo is done, I would trade him now. But if you can't trade him, once Anthony Rizzo is done, you look at Cody and go, hey, brother, here's the deal. We need you on the field as much as possible. We probably think it's better for you to go back to first base. We think you stay healthier over there. And we think it's better for this team. We got a big lefty first baseman again in the mold of Tina Martinez, in the mold of Jason Giambi, so on and so forth, Mark Teixeira. We got you there again. That's what we need you to be. I would pay very, very good money to bring Cody Bellinger in. He fits every single mold that the New York Yankees need him to fit. That's one. Yes, now you supplement. Hopefully, our goal is that Anthony Volpe is a better player. Now you're starting to see it take shape, right? Maybe you go Volpe, Belly, Judge, Rizzo, so on and so forth. From there, you got a little bit of a different thing here. Maybe Dominguez is up there at some point. Maybe he's batting ninth. He has great on-base percentage. Let him get on base for guys above him and top of that order. You got a switch hitter in Dominguez. You got a lefty bat in Bellinger. You gotta start going back to that lefty righty, lefty righty, lefty righty, lefty switch, lefty righty switch. You gotta get back to balance. The fact of the matter is, there's people in the Yankee organization that do not understand where they play is a problem. It is your biggest benefit. And these guys have no clue whatsoever of where they stand. These are the guys constructing this team. They're grabbing the mold and they're balling it up, saying, okay, we got a short porch in right field. What do? You get right-handed batters. So what about all the years that we've won World Series titles and we've had lefty batters? Don't matter. And there's another thing I agree with Dane with, and I know you guys aren't going to like it. I think Yoan Moncada is a guy that makes sense for the Yankees. And I know there's going to be a lot of people that don't like me saying that, but you guys know I'm high on this kid. I think this kid just needs a good manager under him, not Aaron Boone. And I hope the Yankees wake up and they get somebody that's a little more enforcer-like. But I think a guy like Yon Moncada also makes sense. He's a switch hitter. Good defense at third base. He could pop the ball. I think at Yankee Stadium, maybe under these guys' tutelage, he becomes much better. He's another guy I like, and he adds that switch hitter in the lineup. Yeah, his numbers aren't cute, and I know that. I get it. But that's a guy I'm taking a risk on. I'm taking a risk on that guy. And then the other big name is right here. The Yankees reportedly scouted star hurler Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Guys, if you do not know about Yamamoto, get to know this guy right now. I talk highly about him all the time, and I will continue to talk highly about him. I've watched him a lot. I've talked to people that have seen him up close and personal, and they all tell me he is the best pitcher in the world that is not in Major League Baseball right now. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, folks, get to know his name. He is going to be posted. He will be in the major leagues next year at a very young age, mid-20s. You cannot miss. Folks, I am going to repeat this again. You cannot miss. This is right up there with your Bryce Harpers, with your Corey Seagers, with your all these other guys. You can't miss. And Joseph, no, he's not. No, he's not. I like Sasaki. Sasaki has high potential. Sasaki is not Yamamoto right now, and it's not even close. Yamamoto might be the greatest pitcher that's ever come out of Japan. I believe he has 2 MVPs. He's the only guy going for 3 of all time that's a pitcher, and he's probably going to get it this year. Yeah, so anybody saying that Roki Sasaki is better than Yamamoto right now in their career, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry to tell you. Or you just haven't seen him enough, or the other guy just gets, a bigger blow up because he throws so hard at a young age. He also just tore his oblique and he's out for the year. So he's had a lot of injury issues too he's overcoming, which is okay. It happens. But for where they are right now in their career, it's not close. It's not close. DJ Steele says, would Yamamoto be either Darvish or Ohtani? I think he's in between both. I think he's a mix of both. I put him more along the lines of, Tanaka, when Tanaka first came here. I see him more like that. Here's his numbers right here. He has a 1.42 ERA, 3 years in a row now with an ERA under 1.7. 3 years in a row. 127 innings, 128 strikeouts, 2 home runs given up, only 20 walks. Would he go to the minors? No. Why would he go to the minors? He's one of the best pitchers in Japan. There'll be no reason for him to go to the minor leagues. Guys, again, I have talked to many people that tell me flat out, this is the best pitcher in the planet. Kuroda with more velocity and a better splitter. That's a great way of putting it. That is a great way of putting it, Dane. And somebody you could be comfortable saying, I'll give you 7 years. He's very, very young. He's not going to get a Garrett Cole deal. He's not going to get deals like that. Of course not. But he's a guy that you cannot miss. If you could pair Cole, Yamamoto, Rodon, and then you start the pieces puzzling, you could trade a lot of guys. You could do trades. You could make other moves. But that is the way the Yankees have to think. They got to take advantage. They got to take advantage of this. Cut the bullshit out of not having money. You got to take advantage of your pockets. How you can sign guys. But let's go ahead and continue on, guys. We got a lot of voicemails. Let me refresh it real quick, and we will keep them going. And that is true, Joseph. The Mets are very, very high in Yamamoto. Here's the thing about Yamamoto, though. Overpay for him. He is one of, if not the biggest star in Japan right now, folks. Overpay for him. You're making your money back instantly. You're making your money back immediately. Immediately. So again, for a business sense of the whole situation, it makes perfect business sense. It's a deal you'd want to make. So they should definitely do it. Let's continue on.
Good morning, Pete. Good morning, Chat. This is Garrett Kid 47. Man, Jake Bauers, Jake Bauer's pitching. That's Boone's great idea. I swear, P, I don't even know what to say anymore. And then you got Kyle Gaciosha, whatever his name is, running on second to third when he should be staying still. This team does not know the fundamentals of baseball. They do not deserve to go anywhere the way they're playing. It's absolutely embarrassing. Then, personally, you got Judge wearing a Michael Jordan hat during the post-game interview. I don't know who the hell thought that was a great idea. Personally, that shouldn't have happened. There's just so many confusing things happening this year, Pete, that I just don't know what to say. Honestly, I don't know what to say. Well, Pete, I'll be listening. Congratulations on making a new date for us to listen to. And hopefully there's more to come where we can listen to All Rise every day. I hope everything goes well. God bless. And, let's go Yankees.
Scars, I appreciate that, man. Like I said, man, I build this channel. NYY Underground is for you, the fan. It's not for anybody else. You know what I mean? It's not a platform where I'm reaching out to players saying, please come on my show. No, I don't even. I've said this a million times. I don't like doing that. It is for you guys, the fans. Now, at the end of the day, if you guys want to see, players on, by all means, I'll bring them on or do whatever I can to get them on. But this network is about you guys, and knowing that you guys want this show Monday through Friday, I'll be interested in doing it Monday through Friday. That is something I got to work on. It is tough. It's not easy. As you guys know, one thing about me is maybe one of my biggest mistakes is I like to work a lot. I like to keep my mind focused on work. I don't like to keep my mind wandering elsewhere. I like to be focused on what I do, and I like to grow something and build something, and that's what we're doing here with this movement, because it is a movement, no doubt about it. And we'll see where it goes. But going the rest of the year, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 150%. That is what it's going to be. That's going to happen next year too. The bare minimal, it'll be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday next year. If not, Monday through Friday. Get Bernie Williams in here, and you'll be the GOAT. DJ Steels, look, that's somebody I would not say no to. No doubt about it. I would not say no to that. But let's continue on, guys. We got some voicemails to finish up. Then we'll get ready to wrap up. Got about 5 or 6 voicemails. I want to get to everybody's. Let's go.
Who-da-do?
Yo.
What's up? It's Nick. I'm just listening to Aaron Boone's post-game speech, and he's saying about all the base running mistakes, how it happens all the time. We're in the middle of the league for it. We're not that far making that many more mistakes. But here's the thing. Even if it does happen all the time, wouldn't you want to try to be the best team to where it doesn't happen to you? Or you limit it as much as possible? Like, why are we accepting that fact and just that it happens? Why not work to where that doesn't happen and try to be the best team? Even if we don't have the talent, try to work and be the best team. I don't know.
Yep.
Stupid mentality.
It's Aaron Boone. I mean, what do you want me to say? That's completely Aaron Boone for you. That's who he is. That's what he does. That's the way he goes about his business. The guy's weak. He's a weak manager. There's no denying it. And like I said, man, I don't know if he's just accepted the fact that, hey, I'm the manager of the Yankees. And I think Samantha said that a while ago, and it did actually, it made a lot of sense. I'm sitting there saying, how does this guy do this? How does he go about his business that way? And I remember Samantha made a comment one day. She said, maybe he's just happy to be the manager of the Yankees. And it hit me. And I said, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe he is just happy to say, I'm the manager of the New York Yankees. I'm okay with them telling me what to do. I get to walk around saying I manage the greatest sports franchise that ever existed. Who's better than me? What job is better than that? We don't have one. That's the best job in the world.
Yeah. What up, Pete? What
Yo.
up, chat? It is the one and only Alex Valerio. What's going on, guys? Not Steels. What up, man? If they lose 16 more games, bro.
I gotta pause that 1 second. Why did you do Alex's voice that way, fam? All right, let's continue.
What is their record? 61 and 66? If they lose 16 more games, this will be the first time in my lifetime that I'll see the Yanks finish the season under 500.
You will.
That is crazy.
Yep.
Holy shit, man.
You will.
In one way, I feel like we've gotten too spoiled with success that we needed this reality check. And I don't mind it, honestly. I don't mind it. You know why? Because this gives me an idea that Brian Cashman can no longer be fit to, be GM of the Yankees. He's the one who created this nonsense, this bullshit. Like, it's ridiculous, bro. Holy shit. The blasphemy. I feel like calling in Stephen A. Smith and just telling him about how much of a fucking idiot of a Yankee fan he is. Because he thinks that the Yankees they're gonna win another World Series in the next couple of years. What? He couldn't even say IKF's name right. Falafel. What? No, fuck him. And fuck LI. That cocksucker. Anyways, man. Let's go Yankees, I guess. Not even that. Let's go NYYU. You better have fun at the event, man. I can't wait to see it. Gotta go.
We're going to have an amazing time at the event, guys. You already know, September 23rd. Get your tickets ASAP. I might be actually having one of my good friends come, and I'm very excited. Hopefully, if he's listening, fucking show up, bro. Show up. I need you there, fam. Let's go ahead and continue, guys. We got about 4 or 5 more voicemails that we get ready to wrap up the first Friday episode of All Rise. And again, guys, I know everybody's getting used to All Rise being on Fridays, but just so everybody is aware, this is not a one-time thing. This is for the rest of the season. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will be All Rise. So mark it on your calendars, all right?
Hey, Pete, Garrett Syracuse again. Hey, I watched that game a little bit the other night.
Okay.
They need to move Volpe to second base. He doesn't have the arm strength.
Nope.
They got to move Peraza over to short. I hate to say it, but he's a good kid, but he's got to move to second base. He doesn't have the arm strength to play short. That's just my opinion, but they probably won't make the change. But that's what I would do. Talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah, man, I've talked about that a lot too. And that's not people see it like it's a knock on him. It's not knocking him at all. It's not beating up on Anthony Volpe. It's what's best for your club moving forward. Now, look, will I say this, that Volpe's going to kill the Yankees at short? No, he's not going to kill the Yankees at short. But if you want your best infield alignment, Anthony Volpe's a second baseman. I'll take that. I'll take that beef head on with anybody. He's a second baseman.
Hey, good morning, Pete. This is Alex from LA.
Yo.
Love your show.
Thank you, brother.
Just want to ask you one question. Do you feel more confident that the Yankees will make some of the necessary, much-needed changes after the latest Brian Cashman press conference, when he admitted what everyone knows, that the season's been a complete disaster. That almost all of the decisions that he's made have failed, and the team is where it is right now because of his poor decision-making. I actually, before then, just from a logical, business point of view, it makes sense for the Yankees to try to be the Yankees again, spending more money, investing in the team, investing in the organization, because it's the only thing that makes sense. It's going to help them make money. They have too much going on that's tied into them being a winning team. So I don't think they're going to completely scrap, signing free agents and trying to improve. I don't think they can't have an off year. The Yankees have to be the Yankees. And I am sort of encouraged by what Cashman admitted because he knows it's not working. So, and again, thank you.
I appreciate that, brother, and thank you for tuning in from LA, man. We greatly, greatly appreciate you. But no, you're right. You're spot on, man. I don't know if I'm confident. And I hate saying that because it, again, to me, just goes back to direction of this club. I don't know if I'm confident in what this team has become. I don't know if I'm confident in Steinbrenner saying this guy's done. The way I see it, to be fair, that press conference from Brian Cashman was him basically saying, we have mistakes made. We're going to look at everything. I'm safe. I'm the one up here talking. I'm good. I would have felt much different about it if it was Hal Steinbrenner having that conversation with the media. and say, we're going to evaluate everybody. What about Cashman? What about Boone? Everybody's going to be evaluated. That's simple. Does that mean there could be changes? Everybody's going to be evaluated. It's that simple. That would have made me say, maybe I'm a little more confident about changes coming. But the fact that it was Brian Cashman doing it, I don't know. But I know if Steinbrenner sat up there, he didn't have to go into detail. Everybody, every department will be evaluated. And if the media push back, do you mean Cashman, Boone? Everybody will be evaluated. Can jobs change? Everybody will be evaluated. That's the way I would have went about it.
Hey, P, it's Gary again from Syracuse. Hey, listen, you got to ask yourself a question. How did the Dodgers and Atlanta and Tampa Bay, how do they develop players so much better than the Yankees, especially pitching? You would think with this organization that they would find a way to develop pitching, but they haven't had a pitcher since, really, if you think about it, since Pettit was actually ending his success. But it just blows your mind that an organization like this can't develop players, and they bring them up and they just seem lost. See ya.
I'm right there with you, man. No doubt about it. Look, we know a lot of the stuff that we've seen in the whole Brian Cashman and his conversation, the Ben Ruda stuff. The Yankees are obviously doing something wrong in the minor leagues. They're the only club that I've ever seen that their young players will perform well in the minors, and not even totally well. A lot of them don't bat for a high average. Put two and two together, they'd barely have any prospects hitting above 300. You don't see that in the Yankees farm system. There's a reason behind that, folks. Guys just don't suck. There's a reason behind that as to what the Yankees are implementing on their team. So then you go over and they come to the major leagues and it's like they've never played a day of baseball in their life. They're not being taught properly. It's as clear as day. They're not being taught properly.
Ladies and gentlemen of the underground press at NYYU, I forgot to mention I saw Oppenheimer a second time in, again, 70 millimeter IMAX. There's a theater here near me in Dallas. I saw it a second time, and now I am more convinced than ever that Christopher Nolan can do a 2-part, 3-hour apiece biopic on the Steinbrenners, where the first part's about George, and the second part will be about the kids. You would have repetitive tests of the atomic bomb going off during the first one, and then you'll have a series of repetitive, progressively clusterfuck tests going off in the second half, and at about hour 6 or getting close to it, you'll have the penultimate explosion. I'm convinced more than ever that Christopher Nolan can pull off a 2-part Steinbrenner biopic. Peace.
I could see that, my guy. I could definitely see that. It could be a hell of a story, I'll tell you that much. Guys, this is our last voicemail. Then we're going to get ready to wrap this show up.
Hey, Pete, it's Dr. Hitzkins. I just wanted to call and tell you that I really love your show and I support your show, and wanted to say hello to the everybody in the chat and enjoy hanging out with everybody. So I just want to say continued success, and of course, the Yankees are not doing that well, but I'm looking forward to them someday getting better. Hey, you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.
Dr. Hitzkins, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. And yes, of course, we all hope the Yankees get better eventually. One day down the line, they become a better ball club. Who could ever guess? Who could ever imagine that could happen, that the Yankees could be halfway decent? But guys, again, I greatly appreciate you all. You guys are amazing. And yes, as the beautiful, lovely, wonderful fiance just said, as the show grows, guys, I really want to get to as many people as possible. If there is any voicemails under 2 minutes or over 2 minutes, they will be canceled out because we want to get to as many people as possible. And also to try to limit it not to 3 or 4 different voicemails. Try to do one and go from there. Because again, as we grow, there's going to be more people that are going to want to leave voicemails, and I want to get to everybody. So with that being said, guys, you guys are forever goated. You are the best. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, all rise moving forward the rest of the year. And I hope maybe next year it's every single day. Be sure before you guys leave to smack that like button if you have not. And I will see you guys later tonight on Game Season Live. The New York Yankees will be going up against the Tampa Bay Rays. That is the matchup, Garrett Cole versus Eflin. That's going to be a good one today. Hopefully the Yankees could score some runs for Garrett Cole. They haven't been able to. But that game is tonight at what? 6:40. 6:40 ball game. So we'll see you guys then. Until next time, guys, have a great rest of your day. I am out. Peace, baby. Talk to you guys soon.
Can't make a promise, but I do my best. 25 sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, no, we ain't done yet. Bought a new crib, that's a goddamn flex. Sign that check. Told them last year that I been up next. Can't take calls, but I send that text. From way downtown, but the shit's still wet.